Hi, I'm Jess Peterson.
And I'm Erin Garvey.
And this is our final cartography project, Implications of Roe v. Wade being Overturned. Abortion is a highly contested subject in the United States and throughout the world. With the recent leaking of a draft opinion showing the Supreme Court's favor in overturning Roe v. Wade, the contention between United States citizens has only grown. Roe v. Wade is a prominent court case in which the Supreme Court ruled in 1973 that unduly restrictive state regulation of abortion is unconstitutional. It was found that abortion bans violated a childbearing person's constitutional right to privacy via the liberty guarantee of the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause. While this decision did not prevent states from implementing their own restrictive abortion policy, it mandated through federal law that banning abortion was entirely illegal. The implications of Roe v. Wade being overturned included decreased access to legal and safe abortion, other Supreme Court decisions based on the right to privacy being challenged, such as gay marriage and contraception, and the United States backpedaling on a crucial progress made in human rights. The purpose of these maps is to illustrate these potential implications as well as demonstrate the significance of abortion care in the United States and the state of abortion legality throughout the world.
To fully illustrate the potential impacts of the reversal of the Roe v. Wade case in the United States, 3 separate maps were produced. The first map, titled Number of Reported Legal Abortions per State Compared to the Percent Female Population 2019, is a bivariate map comparing the number of reported legal abortions with the percent female population in each state for the year 2019. The data on the number of reported abortions was sourced from the Kaiser Family Foundation. The data on the percent female population was sourced from the U.S. Census. To produce the map, the population data was first cleaned up in Microsoft Excel and saved as a CSV file. It was then imported into ArcGIS Pro and converted into a table using the Excel to Table tool. The data was then joined to a shapefile of the United States using the Add Join tool. The symbology of the data was changed to graduated colors, normalized by the U.S. population in each state for 2019, and classified using the natural breaks method. To create the graduated symbols, the data for the number of abortions being performed per state was imported into Excel and calculations were performed to find the square root and subsequent percentage of the whole for each value in the list. The map created in ArcGIS Pro was then saved as a PDF file and opened in Adobe Illustrator, where proportional circle symbols were created by scaling each symbol to its corresponding value in the Excel file. The second map, titled Abortion Legality by State If Roe v. Wade is Overturned 2022, is a choropleth map illustrating the ways in which laws regarding abortion would change in each state if the Roe v. Wade case is overturned. The data for this map was sourced from Nash and Cross and the Washington Post. To produce this map, the data from both sources was combined and manually classified into 5 different classes: abortion protected throughout pregnancy, protected until viability, no explicit laws, unenforced pre-Roe bans that would go into effect, and post-Roe bans or restrictions. A 6th class that overlays the diverging color scheme in the form of black vertical stripes represents the presence of trigger laws in each state. Using a file containing an outline of the United States, each state was changed to the color corresponding with the possible outcome. Some states represent more than one class and therefore have several colors attributed to them. The third map, titled Abortion Legality by Country 2019, is a choropleth map comparing the legality of abortion across all countries in the world. The data for this map was sourced from the Center for Reproductive Rights, and to produce this map, the data was first simplified manually in Excel from having 5 detailed classes to 3 broad ones: on request, allowed but with restrictions, and prohibited altogether. It was then saved as a CSV file, imported into ArcGIS Pro, and converted into a table using the Excel to Table tool. The data was then joined to a shapefile of the world using the Add Join tool. 3 new layers were created and added to the map by performing a Select by Attributes query for the countries falling into each of the 3 categories. The color of each layer was then changed accordingly to represent the differences in the legality of abortion between the countries.
This first map is titled Number of Reported Legal Abortions per State Compared to Percent Female Populations 2019. The spatial distribution of the female population is uneven and skewed towards the east side of the country. The states containing the highest percentage of females are clustered in the east and southeast, while the states containing the lowest percentage of females are clustered in the northwest. Similarly, the number of legal abortions being reported is higher for states in the south and east and lower for states in the north and west. The state reporting the most legal abortions is New York, which is also one of the states with the highest percentages of females. The patterns seen in the first map are relevant when combined with the patterns present in this second map, titled Abortion Legality by State if Roe v. Wade is Overturned 2022. The 5 states reporting the highest number of legal abortions performed include New York, Florida, Texas, Illinois, and Georgia. As illustrated in this map, abortion would no longer be guaranteed protected throughout pregnancy for any of these states if Roe v. Wade were to be overturned. For Texas and Georgia specifically, abortion would become either banned altogether or highly restricted. Another relevant pattern that can be seen in this map is that nearly all southeastern states would revert back to some form of restriction or ban on abortion if Roe v. Wade was overturned. Further, all states containing trigger laws are clustered in groups throughout the middle of the country. Each state containing trigger laws is touching another state with trigger laws. Opposingly, there are clusters of states in the northeast and far west sides of the country that would protect abortion either until viability or throughout pregnancy.
In this third map, titled Abortion Legality by Country 2019, it can be seen that in comparison to the rest of the world, the United States currently ranks alongside more than 70 other countries where abortion is legal and performed upon request. If Roe v. Wade were to be overturned, the country's status would become a mix of all 3 categories shown in this map. This is because, as illustrated in the previous map, without Roe v. Wade in place, the legality of abortion would be decided at the state level, with some states completely banning abortion, some allowing abortion under specific circumstances, and some continuing to allow abortions upon request.
Thank you for listening to our presentation and have a wonderful rest of your day.